Hey guys, Wolfie here. This is a video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Amiel Global for the 2nd of December 2020. This is going to be information on quite a few things, and any opinion in this video is my opinion and my opinion only, aka the usual disclaimer. And we're just going to jump right into the home screen because honestly, like I said before, there is quite a bit to go over. And I'm just not going to waste any time. So it's going to be like, again, the 8080 Awakening Wave 1. Alongside the raid, it coincides with bundles, the panel missions, all that good stuff. So with that, I will meet you all at the home screen. Okay, so I am back. So we're going to just jump right into the panel missions first and foremost because the stream did reveal that there were going to be some panels related to the Winter Festival. So we're going to jump right into that first and foremost. So you guys can see what's going on here. So you have two here. This is the monthly missions early December. Let me move the camera a little bit so you guys can see all this stuff right here. Now, I am a little surprised with the hunt quest and the login being the same thing, but there is a but. I think I like it in this particular instance, and I'm going to reveal why a little bit later. So just take a look here. See, this is the early December monthly missions. But like I said, I kind of like this one particularly. I'll explain why in a little bit later. So this is early December, and this is the first of two Winter Festival panel missions. So that's that on that. And like I said, I like this one because like I mentioned, there is something related to the Winter Festival where, believe it or not, it makes the hunts and the login make sense. So with that, we're going to get into some of the other information here. Now, there was something on my end of the screen where it's like some addressed issues. So all known issues, we're going to go over those first and foremost. So we have here the known issues. This is it right here. So this is what was going on, all that good stuff. So you guys get to see here is basically, certain things weren't showing up correctly, or things that was not supposed to be there were actually there, that sort of thing. And now we're going to go into the interest issues right here, which is the information you see here. Now, that's that on there. Let me see if there's anything else in red here. I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to go over that. Like I said, we do have quite a bit to go over here. So we have here, we're going to go over quite a few of, like, the bundles, all that stuff. So the first bundle we're going to be going over is the return of the Coop Card Mini and Coop Card Mini 2. Now, me personally, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these. I mean, there is a change in my financial situation where it's like, I really can't be spending much on the game as much as I would like to. But like I said, there is a change in my financial situation. So that's the only reason why I've been cutting back is because of that. It's like the change. Now, this is it right here. So you have 5 of these all together in the coupon card meetings. It's like you get like a set number like right out of the gate. Then you do the logins and you get certain numbers after that. Now for the coupon card mini, this is $4.99 before tax. And this is coupon card mini 2, which is $11.99 before tax. So that's down there on the Coupon Card Mini. Now we're going to go into the Winter 7-day gem sale. This is related to the raid. Now we're just go down here and reveal what's up. So you have here the weapon tokens right here. alongside the Power Stones, EX weapon orbs, and the guard orbs. Alongside the armor tokens, gems, it varies, from like what you want in sense of its price. And for Android users in the US or affected by attacks, this does have a sales tax along with it. Now we have here the return of the alternate costume for Zack from Final Fantasy 7 Crystal. Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. I was going to say Crystal Chronicles. I'm like, what? But yeah, I'm a little tired. I just woke up, so that's on that. So this is it right here. This and this is $36.99 before tax. And the number I'm saying right now is United States currency, so please bear with me. Now we're going to go into, you see here, there's other costumes. And this is the return of the 13-2 costume for Lightning. So this is it, as you see here. Like the Zack costume, this is also $36.99 United States currency before tax. And now we're going to be seeing the debut of Lightning's second alternate costume. This is the Equilibrium gear from Lightning Returns. So this, like her first alternate costume, is $36.99 before tax. And this looks really badass. Let's just put it like that. Now, let me see if there's anything else I feel like going into here. Okay, so we're going to go into the winter hunts. Now, you think that this is probably the same thing as your daily hunts. It is not. So, basically, this is the information you see here. So, you notice those little orbs right here, like right by the Santa Claus right here. That's pretty much what you're going to be getting each time you clear a one of those hunts. Or 10 of those. Now, like the daily hunts, there is a co-op. Actually, scratch it. I don't think there is a co-op option available for these, but I do know for the regular daily hunts, the option is in fact there. So, it does mention here that winter hunt permits expire after 7 days, so be sure to use them before then. Now, please note that even though the winter hunts will last to the 30... Well, actually, no, let me reread this. So, winter hunt permits expire after 7 days, so be sure to use them before then. Also, please note that even though the winter hunts will last until the 28th of December, the permits will only be available to purchase until the 21st of December. So, this is something you gotta keep in mind, because again, we have to have at least 3 of these to do for at least the first panel mission. So, somebody shoot me right now, figuratively, please. So I accidentally went out of it on my own, didn't want to. So this is the week 1, week 2, week 3. Now, Santa Gigantor will drop 10 winter hunt tokens when defeated, let's see here, which you can exchange for this as well as other items. So that's that on that. So this is the seasonal support items as you see here. With the seasonal support items, I try not to get any of these because it's like you use them or you'll lose them, and it's just like I just don't get it. It's just a waste of my time. Now, with that bit out of the way, is that when it comes, there is the exchange right here. So you have your 2 weapon tokens, 1 power stone, 300 gems, 20 draw tickets, 20 guard tokens, and 6 chocobo tail feathers. The only thing I'm going to be focusing on is anything that's limited. And then it shows you the number of tokens you need for whatever. So, basically here it says So for me, my only play is anything that's limited, because the unlimited, it's one of those, it's like, even after you get it, it's you use it or lose it, and I'm just wasting my resources that way. So, with that bit out of the way, we're going to go into information pertaining to the Level 80 Crystal Awakenings Part 1. And before I get into this a little bit more detail, I'm going to have to be right back. Sorry about that. I actually had to get the cat off my laptop, so basically, here it is. This is the Wave 1 of 8080 Awakenings. So, it is the characters you see here. Edge, Vincent, Zack, Raijin, Penelo, and Lightning. Now, I do feel, though, that when it comes to certain 8080 Awakening waves, now we're going to have a character that's getting their bursted and or LD weapons. So, that is that on that, and I am not complaining one bit. So, in a little bit later on this video, I will be, giving out my report of the Lightning Bursted LD weapons. A little spoiler, I have both already, so that's it on that. So, with that, so it has information here about level 80 Crystal Awakening. So you're gonna need the icons you see here. Those it's known as the high clusters, alongside the existing type of crystals. So you're gonna need about 5 of these in order to get to Crystal Strength level 71. And that's where you need to be in order to go from 70 to 80. So anyway, so it says here that high clusters can be attained from raid events, character events, lost chapters, and other campaigns and events. Now, me personally, I think there needs to be an easier way to get these for the time being. But that's just my personal opinion, because it's like hiding these behind super difficult content, some people might not be able to clear it. So it's like, is it really worth it? Now you have here is the Crystal Strength level 71 through 80 passes and abilities. So you have here is that 71 character level cap of 80, 73, they didn't mention it here, is more CP. 75 is the call ability. So, and the thing here is that I do want to point out with Crystal Strength level 75, when it comes down to the call ability itself, it may be skill 1 or skill 2 because for some characters, the call ability is, so, wow. My apologies there, guys. My apologies. So, when it comes down to the call ability, some people is skill 2, some of it is skill 1. So, Lightning in this case, you see here, it is her skill 1 Spark Strike. Now, I'm going to be doing a bit of a spoiler because this is in Wave 2. And my Wave 2 is Wave 2 of the 8080 Awakenings. Celeste is in Wave 2. And when she gets her when she gets her 8080 Awakening, Celeste also gets her character enhancement board, so it's a little FYI. But either way, and when it comes down to Celeste, and like I said, this is a spoiler, so her call ability is actually Runic, aka her skill 2. So some characters is skill 1, some of it's going to be skill 2. Now, another spoiler for Global is that there's going to be an LD wing of the character enhancement boards coming along in the future. So once they have their LD wing of those available, it's automatically their LD. So there's just a little heads up in that regard. So either way, so that's the whole thing about the call abilities. Now, the Crystal Strength 78 is a brand new passive, and Crystal Strength 80 is a call ability enhancement. So, We're going to go over Lightning because this is an excellent example. So Lightning will do the following, all this stuff right here. And now we're going to go into this, the passive that it comes with, single power, and all this stuff here. And then you have here information pertaining to Crystal Strength 80. Now, I don't have anybody at Crystal Strength 80 as of yet. I do have the 6 characters at least Crystal Strength 73. Because I want to make sure I have the, I want to make sure at least I have, like, you know, a good amount of CP for each character, that sort of thing. Now, it says here, this is the information pertaining to call abilities and enhancements, all that good stuff, and the visuals to look out for. So that's down that. So this is a good thing, you know. This is a good thing to look into, you know, in case you want to read it on your own time. Damn. I need to pause this video real quickly, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I actually had to get a drink of water, so, with that, we're gonna go into, some stuff for the enhancement chest. So we do have weapon and armor, so these are all $19.99 each before tax. And I do want to mention here is that it's going to be coming in groups of 4, as always. And for the, just do a quick recap of the armor enhancement chest. So it does come with reset stones. And these reset stones are for the spheres. So that is that on that. So it's all this stuff you see here in 3,000 gems. So the only difference between armor and weapon is the color of the ingot as well as the guard or power orb. Because the other two are the same. So with that bit out of the way, we're going to go into the information, believe it or not, on the Winter Festival itself. Now, this is the information you guys get to see here. I already went into the Winter Hunt information, so we're just going to jump into certain other items here. So these are the free multi-pulls throughout the month of December, so it's basically anything event-wise coming up, you can bet your ass it's going to come with a free multi this month. So you have here the Tyrants Raid. So those two have their free multis. So you have here the Penelo Lost Chapter, that's a free multi. The Reno Global Debut has a free multi. The Heretic Quest, those two will have free multis. And spoiler, the next person with their LD burst weapon is Sephiroth. And I'm a bit on the fence with him because I saw a little bit of his rework that came out not so long ago on JP. I'm honestly on the fence because it's like, it doesn't give me that wow factor. So yeah, and the thing is with Sephiroth, like I said before, is that Sephiroth is a mixed bag. Some love him, some don't like him. So it really depends on you, the individual player. So we have here the Kirin Lost Chapter that has a free multi, and the new character that's Rude from Final Fantasy VII. He's coming with free multi, and I do need to pause this video one more time. So basically, those are your free multis in a nutshell. So we're gonna go back into this to go over some other information. So, like I said, so the whole thing with the Winter Hunt permits, you actually have to use 500 Dissidia points each. So it's a grand total of 1,500 Dissidia points in order to get your 3 Winter Hunt permits. Now, one of the panel missions is to clear 5 Hunts quests. This will help you tremendously in that quest. So we have here the Winter Festival sales, which I went through some of them not too long ago. Now we're going to go into the triple effect support sale. All of this good stuff you see here. Now if I were to go into resources and into anything, this would be it. Now you have here these stickers, you have here, so we have here all this good stuff. Now you have here the winter, the newer stickers as well as the old. And that's on that. These are animated, so there you go. Now you have here the World of Illusions Carbuncle's Treasures. So you see here, if you get the magic pie, you get triple the rewards. And we already looked over the panel mission, so that's a recap of that. And we have here the daily mission rewards times 3. This came into effect this morning, believe it or not. And this will go on until the 31st of December at 7:59 a.m. UTC. Now you also have here the Cycle Quest rewards times 2. So that is that on that. Now it's been quite a few months since we've seen the daily mission rewards being tripled or even doubled. This is honestly long overdue. And I don't apologize for saying it like that because that is exactly how I feel. So, with that bit out of the way, now we got over all of that. We're going to go over the live stream Coop Bug Completion. So this is what we're getting as of this morning. And we're also going to go in through the redemption periods. Wow. So basically, it is the 2nd through the 16th of December. And this is until 7:59 a.m. UTC. So you have roughly 2 weeks to claim this. Now we're going to jump right into the Tyrants Raid. We're going to go over the information pertaining to the raid. Now, like I said before, when it comes down to the Tier 6 clusters, I'm not a fan of the fact that these are obtained through clearing and or completing the higher difficulty missions. It's just that it's kind of forced, I think, and the reason why I say it like that is because I still feel it's catering to those who are completing everything, as opposed to those who want to get strong enough to at least clear it on their own, especially the newer players. So this is a bit disappointing in my personal opinion. Now, it says here, changes starting from this raid, it says here. And this is the individual event mission reward. So, like I said, this is kind of the reason why I'm not a fan of the high clusters being tied to the individuals. I do feel that they should be tied to the beatback aspect of it, so that way people can help others, clear the higher difficulty stuff, instead of new players constantly having to bank on those who have completed everything just to get by. So this is, now I do wish it was more of a collaborative instead of the individual, so that way people could get help, a little bit easier. Instead of having to do, yeah. So that's down there, so we're just gonna jump into the raid details, all this stuff right there. Now we're gonna go into the quest details right here, so all this good stuff. And this is your synergy for the particular raid. And we're go into the Tyrant, the boss details. So for Centurion, they are weak to thunder, so this is kind of why you see Raijin and Lightning here, and in a way you see Edge as well. So for the Lufenia difficulty, so here's the thing, they're tough against magic. They're also tough against water and holy. And like I said, you might as well bring ranged and or melee characters to this particular fight. Now, in all quests, you'll have to fight Tyrant and get alongside the Centurion Blade. And all this stuff right here. Now, when it comes down to Mighty Cobalt's Wall, which is a recast ability, it triggers the group magic HP attack pulse fire when inflicting break or attacking target afflicted with break. Now, if you have Celeste along here, and you're only using her for the magic absorption, she might not be a bad idea for certain difficulties, because again, she absorbs the magic, like the magic brave damage alongside it, so this might not be a bad idea to bring her along. Now, for the characteristics for Lufenia, you might as well pause the video, take a screenshot, because this is extremely important. Now, the thing here is that when it comes down to the Tyrants, they will remove any and every debuff, so you have to be careful when you plan it on. So when it comes down to the blade here, it says here in the final paragraph, when the special countdown reaches 0, Centurion Blade will unleash the group magic brave and HP attack called Group Shockwave Blade to instantly KO the entire party, so defeat it before the countdown reaches 0. So this is something, like I said, this is why I didn't speak, because this is something extremely important. So, this is the information here for the special countdowns. So that's that on that. Now, it does mention here that the burst weapon for Lightning is going to be in the burst weapon exchange sort of thing. So, there. Now, we're going to go over to some of the individual missions here. And this is individual HP missions right here. Now, the real target for this one right here, in my personal opinion, is actually at the 2 million mark, because you see here until the 400,000, it's like, if you really need those and you're short on gil. Now, we're going to close this out, and we're going to go into the... Let me see if I can grab this real quick. We're going to go into the additional daily mission, so it's pretty much... how do I want to word this? It's like, you do your first quest, and then you go into this one later on. And then this is the artifact mission details, as you see here. And now we're going to go into the beatback aspect of the raid. And this is the boosted character, that sort of thing. Now we're going to go into characters whose 7-star armor are in the High Guard token exchange. So, it is the Emperor from Final Fantasy II, Edward from Final Fantasy IV, Kefka from Final Fantasy VI, Renoa from Final Fantasy VIII, Kimari from Final Fantasy X, and Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. Now, if I were to give praise to any of the these newer armors, I have to give this to a tie, because they're both the same exact thing. So Kefka, which is what I really like about this one, I like Kefka's. And where is he? Emperor. These two have excellent effects. I highly recommend these, because the way I like to do things in this game, and any other mobile gadget game, is to lower what the enemy can do, so you can capitalize on more damage. Now, and then that's just me, that's just how I like to do things. It's like, if you cripple the enemy, you could do more damage that way. And that's the way I like to go about things, instead of things flying in the air or whatever. So it's basically, limit what the opponent can do to you. So with that bit out of the way, we're going to go into the, let's see if I got everything here. I think I did. So at the end of this video, I'm just going to go over my thoughts and opinions on all of this. So that we're going to go into the banners for the raid itself. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty long video, so bear with me. So we have here for the first banner, again, this has a free multi. Now, I did the free multis. I got nothing out of it. That's just how RNG works. So we have here the debut of the Burst and LD weapons for Lightning, alongside the 15, 35 EX weapons for Lightning, Vincent, and Edge. Now, Edge is going to be an underrated character for a good chunk of the raid because he is a bit of like a provoke tank, and he has that evasion game solidly well. Now, Lightning, she is one of those characters who is designated for a one-on-one fight. Now, some people have said that her having just the LD is more than enough. I actually have to disagree here because any character where they have both a burst and LD weapons is like they're going to need the burst weapon because you have the extra use of skill 1, extra use of skill 2, extra use of the LD, and extra use of the additional ability. And if you have the burst weapon, you actually assist in the longevity. And I'd rather have the means for characters to be able to, do the longer fights, as opposed to just the LD alone. And the thing is, with Lightning, we're going to go over the information pertaining to both the burst ability and the LD ability. We're going to go into the LD ability first, which the name of the weapon is called Razor Carbine, or Carbine. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it is interchangeable that way. So you have here the LD ability called Crushing Blow. This is pretty much Lightning's MO in a sense. And it says here the following: cancels all enemies break, then unleashes the information you see here. Now, what this does, it inflicts thunder resist down to everybody for 4 turns. Grants special effects Savior of Souls. So this is it. This is the information you see here. And we're going to go into the information pertaining to Savior of Souls. Value indicates remaining turns of effect, so while Savior of Souls is active, it's the information you see on the screen. Now, this is important to know that when it comes to effects of the same name, this does not stack, so a little FYI. Now you have here the 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3. This is a raise to the attack stats. And when you get this 3 out of 3, you get 1 more use. So the total number of uses of Crushing Blow is actually at 4. And if you have the, let's see here, let me get my thoughts together. So if you have the burst weapon, so the grand total number of uses of Crushing Blow is going to be 5 with the burst weapon. Now we're gonna jump into somebody get a Nerf gun and shoot me right now, please, because I did it again. Now this is called Durandal, and this is the finishing move called Gestalt Drive. Now you get to see here a little bit of Odin. Now this is what Gestalt Drive does. And this is the burst effect for 10 turns after use. This is absolutely badass. That's all I'm going to say. Because this hits twice to a single target. Now, there is a character coming along in the future where the LD is just like, damn. Another single target oriented character. And the thing is, it's like, I do feel that, Lightning, is equal to that in her own right. But this is absolutely badass. So, that's all you need to know. So, that is that on that for the first banner. So I'm gonna do the reveal of the report for the poll. So, this is the banner where I got her LD. On it, it took me close to 200 tickets. Now for the other banner where it was her burst and her LD, that's where I got her burst weapon. It took me 4 multis. So fortunately, it didn't go too deep into my resources, but I do have to think about the other banners for the rest of the month. Now, between Lightning and Sephiroth, which was the better of the two in the sense of the investments? Lightning, hands down, because she, in my personal opinion, has a lot more to offer. And I just like the fact that, she does help the party in ways where Sephiroth simply cannot. But like I said, that's just my personal opinion on the matter. But this is where her LD and burst weapon are, alongside the 1535 EX weapons for Zack, Raijin, and Penelo. So, like I said, this is the banner where I got her LD. I actually wound up going to the Gen Stash for the burst. Like I said, it took me 4 multis, and the 4 multis actually include the free multi, so it only took me 15,000 gems to get it. And I'm one happy ass camper, because I didn't have to go too deep into my resources. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to be a bit busy replenishing my resources. I need to English, folks. Actually, I'm not even thinking. Actually, let me see here. I'm trying to think here. Actually, no. Actually, it's within 150 tickets. My bad. Like I said, I need to English. But anyway, like I said before, this is the banner where I got her LD on a ticket, because the other one is where I got her burst on the 4th multi, or the 3rd multi after the free one. So I'm happy on that. I didn't have to pity it, thank goodness. So this is it right here, in case you guys need some information. Now, I do feel that both banners are good in their own right. It's just a matter of avoiding Vincent, because honestly, he doesn't have anything new to offer, really. It's just yeah. But the other 5 are pretty darn good. Although, I will say for Zack, it's just he definitely needs a rework. He needs something to really come back to life. But that's just my personal opinion. So, with that bit out of the way, what do I think about all of this? Now, like I said before in this video, I am disappointed where they're using the higher difficulty fights in order to ensure that people get the tier 6 clusters. I wish it was through easier means. So I am disappointed there, because it's you're hiding something for people to be able to do more. And for them catering to the completionists, it's this may not be a good thing for beginners in the long run. But that's just my personal opinion on the matter. And I do need to get ready to go to work. So with that out of the way, I am done with this video. With Wolvie here, signing off. I will catch you all on the flip side.